Welcome to Radio Express World News, presented by Vibha Ramesh, Los Angeles, United States. The deadlock on the United States pandemic relief package was brought up in discussion by Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on Monday. In that, he announced his willingness to negotiate with Speaker Nancy Pelosi on the way forward. He also said that although a robust economic recovery was in progress, small businesses in other parts of the economy needed additional impetus. On Sunday, an indoor campaign rally was held by President Trump at a manufacturing plant outside Las Vegas. The rally went against the gathering limit of 50 people and was attended by thousands of supporters, many of whom were seen without face coverings. Over to news on schools. Most kindergarten to grade 12 schools in several states have delayed in-person instruction after news of coronavirus cases among college students broke out. In a particular instance, police intervened and dispersed a party of over 50 students on Saturday, most of whom were not in masks or followed social distancing. Meanwhile, the proposed testing of the virus among students and employees of public schools in Los Angeles took off, with 5 tests turning out positive out of 5,400 tests. Meanwhile, the wildfire that broke out in Oregon had led to the transfer of the state prison inmates to a more crowded prison marked by shortage of food supply and fewer sanitation outlets. In other words, the West Coast is battling a twindemic of fires and coronavirus, as several prison inmates are now testing positive for COVID-19. As many as 1,600 infections have been recorded in the last 3 months among prison inmates. Over to France, the disturbing hike in new coronavirus infections has prompted the cities of Marseille and Bordeaux to tighten restrictions on public gatherings. In effect, a nationwide rule entailing a ban on official gatherings of over 10 people in public spaces, including parks and beaches, is imposed, and visits to retirement homes restricted. Further, selling and consumption of alcohol after 8 p.m. is banned in Marseille. And in Bordeaux, public gatherings should be limited to 1,000 people, and events like carnivals and antique sales will be strictly prohibited. 2 weeks after treatment for coronavirus-related pneumonia, former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi walked out of the hospital doors. He emphasized to the people the importance of understanding the ferocity of the virus and adhering to all safety norms. A serious case of cybersecurity breach has come to light as personal details of millions of people around the globe have been siphoned out by a Chinese tech company. Based on leaked data, the links pointed to the country's military and intelligence networks. To this end, data of nearly 2.4 million people was compiled by Zhenhua Data, based in the southeastern Chinese city of Shenzhen. According to Internet 2.0, a cybersecurity consultancy, personal data of 52,000 Americans, 35,000 Australians, and nearly 10,000 Britons were recovered. Responding to the charge, the head of business of Zhenhua Data said, "Our data are all public data on the Internet. We do not collect data. This is just a data integration. Our business model and partners are our trade secrets. There is no database of 2 million people." Moving on, India beat China to become a member of the UN Commission on the Status of Women, the main global body that focuses on women empowerment and gender equality. In a remarkable achievement, the Indian Space Research Organization has devised a major change in the design of Chandrayaan-3. In that, the lander is now being built to have only 4 engines, unlike Chandrayaan-2, which had 5. The nation celebrated the 159th birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna M. Visvesvaraya, with Union Home Minister Amit Shah paying his tribute to the acclaimed engineer and remembering his contribution to the development of the nation. Moving on, justice is served 5 years after a Jewish extremist killed a Palestinian couple and their toddler. An Israel court ruled that the accused will serve 3 life sentences with charges of murder and active contribution to surging violence during that time. The district court, while handing out the sentence, reminisced about the planned arson attack carried out by Amiram Ben Ulail. The meeting of Belarusian president with Russian President Vladimir Putin entails a lengthy conversation that is critical in determining whether or not Lukashenko can survive a protest movement against him. The meeting marks Alexander Lukashenko's first since the onset of the protests. Although the Russian president appeared obviously bored with the one-sided conversation, the meeting culminated with Russia offering a loan of $1.5 billion to Belarus. The loan is expected to help the country resurface from the recession and avoid an economic crisis in the short term. In a bid to bridge the gap in pay scale between men and women employees as well as to bring about parity among genders, the BBC has given pay rises to more than 700 female employees. Although instigated by the equal pay scandal, the corporation has settled most of the remaining equal pay cases. This also goes to say that the new Director General, Tim Davie, will start off on a clean slate. Over to Germany, doctors that were treating the Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny for poisoning said that he has been taken off a ventilator and is now able to leave his bed for short periods of time. An update from the hospital revealed that Navalny's condition is seeing an improvement, although it was too early to comment on if and when he will make a full recovery. The last in today's news. Conducive weather conditions have led researchers to carry on their studies in Antarctica, which is the only coronavirus-free continent. To this end, the first set of researchers who are from the United States set foot on the icy pole on Monday after a 14-day quarantine in New Zealand. With that, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the next program on Radio Express. To receive Radio Express English news and English programs in your WhatsApp, please send a WhatsApp message, English programs, to 90727 95547. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Radio Express. Thank you.